Have you heard there's a new LEGO architecture set being released? The Himeji Castle. I'm sorry if you know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Himeji Castle. It's going to be released on the 1st of August 2023. It's $160, or if you're in the UK, it'd be £140. So as I say, this is in the LEGO architecture range, and it's going to be a micro scale set, which, depending on what you think, could be a good or a bad thing. But it comes with 2,125 pieces. As you can see, there's lots of small pieces used here. So even though the dimensions are quite small, relatively, it's included. The piece count is so high because of those little pieces. So the measurements of this set is 12.5 inches wide, it's 10.5 inches deep, and 7.5 inches high. So you can tell that the actual height of it is not massive, hence going back to the micro scale comment there. Which again, depending on your space that you have at home, this may not be a bad thing, but yeah, it depends what your preference is. I think the last architecture set that was released was about mid-June 2022, I think, which was the Great Pyramid of Giza, if I remember right. That was released at about $129.99, I think. So there's a little price difference in it. I can't remember how many pieces the pyramid is, but it's definitely not as detailed as this one. So I think, the extra pieces, I believe this will have more, and the extra detail that's gone into it, I think maybe with the price increases that we've all seen for LEGO, reasons why it's $160. Again, doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Depends whether you like it or not, and whether you want to invest it or not. I think the set has quite a lot of detail. I think if you look through the pictures, you can see the scale between the tan, I believe it's tan, and sort of groundwork going up to the white walls and the grey roof and tiles. I think it works really nicely, and I did look at some pictures before recording this, and it's actually quite impressive how close they've got to the actual building itself, or the castle itself. I'm not sure about you, but I'd never seen it, if I'm honest, so sorry. But yeah, it's uncanny, if I'm truthfully honest. I think the piece is about it. There's nice little touches. You got the trees, and the trees are made up of the flowers pieces, I believe. Yeah, it's an individual flower, and it brings out a really nice detailed tree. You got 3 trees, I believe. Is it 3? Yes, you got 3, 2 green and 1 pink. And again, it's nice having the difference, the colour variations of the trees there. And with the smaller trees, again, breaking up, there's not a lot of detail on the ground there, but having those things there, break it up, and I think make it look like a decent set, all in all. Yeah, look at so flip through some pictures. I mean, like with all architecture boxes, they're like a piece of art, aren't they? But it's 18 plus, 2,125 pieces, and set number being 21060. So yeah, I think coming through, I think the only part of the set that actually breaks away is the top part here. I think in one of the pictures, so it breaks away the top there. There's not a lot on the inside, and this picture is great. It just shows, you're saying 19.5 centimeters tall. It's not massive, but I believe have a look. It shows. Let's have a look at the render first. So it is nice building. Like the details they've got, they've done well, I think, with the smaller pieces. I think it looks really quite nice. You've got the grills and the extra parts of the windows here. The ingots. I mean, they've used a lot of the same pieces, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Let's have a look at the other. So yeah, I think just watching this, it gives you some idea of the actual scale there against someone actually building it. I'm not sure if they show you. There you go. So in the actual inside, if I pause it there, there's not really a lot going on. It doesn't give a lot away, but I'm not sure what it's meant to be on the inside, if I'm honest, but it doesn't show you anymore. I'm not really sure what the idea behind of lifting that off is, but yeah, feature, if we want to call it that. So really, going back, if I go back to the pictures, I think it goes without saying that they've really focused on outside of this set, the exterior details, of which I think they've done really well. I think the proportions are all perfect to me. I think it's a beautiful looking set. I think with the size constraints they've got, and I think trying to make it affordable as well, because you can imagine if that's, it's 2,125 pieces now. If you doubled that in size, it suddenly gets huge, and maybe out of a lot of people's budget as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be a popular set amongst architecture fans. I think there's enough in it that make me want it. The only thing with architecture sets is that it depends on what you want to do. Is that really going to sit in your Lego city nicely tucked away? I suppose it depends on the style you've got. But as far as creativity, I think it's amazing. I think the designers done an amazing job, and I think it's going to be very popular on the 1st of August when it's released. I'll be really interested to hear what you think about it, whether you're going to get it. Drop your comments below, and as always, please do subscribe and like this video to help us grow. It really helps. Thanks very much, and see you again on the next video. Bye.